Hello, I'm Rush Holt, and I have the honor of representing the people of the 12th Congressional District in central New Jersey. I'm pleased to welcome you this morning to the 2012 New Jersey Historic Preservation Conference at Rider University. And I'd like to thank Dorothy Guzzo and the others for inviting me to be with you today. I'm sorry I can't be with you in person, but a busy day of votes and hearings is keeping me in Washington. However, your conversation on historic preservation is an important one, and I commend you all for taking the time to discuss it. I wish I could be there with you. All across America and here in New Jersey, the homes where our grandparents and parents grew up, the Main Street stores where we shopped and worked, the schools and churches where we studied and prayed are threatened with abandonment and decay. Preserving the rich cultural history of New Jersey and America is one of my top priorities in Congress. I fought in Congress for the extension of the Historic Rehabilitation Investment Tax Credit. In 2011, this tax credit leveraged over $4 billion in approved projects and created nearly 55,000 jobs. As Congress begins work on various funding bills for 2013, I'm continuing to fight for full funding for the Historic Preservation Fund. The state historic preservation offices are critical for providing citizens the tools they need to revitalize, rehabilitate, and protect the places that give meaning to America and to our shared history. Preserving historic structures and places, like the battlefields of the American Revolutionary War, are critical to keep history alive for current and future generations of New Jerseyans and Americans. As you may know, Representative Rodney Frelinghuysen and I worked for more than 5 years to establish the Crossroads of the American Revolution National Heritage Area. The boundaries of the Crossroads National Heritage Area encompass a number of important buildings, battlefields, bridges, and other remnants and resources from the Revolutionary War, including the first National Historic Park in Morristown, 5 state parks, 13 National Historic Landmarks, and more than 250 other sites listed on the National Register of Historic Places. I'm pleased to share with you that the House Natural Resources Committee in April unanimously passed my legislation, the American Battlefield Protection Program Amendments Act, and this bipartisan bill would provide competitive matching grants to preserve battlefields from the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812 and the Civil War. The legislation will now be sent to the full House of Representatives for a vote. I'm sorry to report that we've run into a snag because they say, the Republicans say, I don't mean to get partisan here, but it will cost a few $1 million. So they've put a hold on it, but I'm still working on it. Sprawl and commercial development are threatening the historic buildings and the sites where our nation was forged and shaped. Each time a historic battlefield is replaced with a parking lot, a chapter of American history is obscured, and the future generations lose an important window on their heritage. I was pleased to join Preservation New Jersey last month for the lease signing celebration of the 1867 sanctuary in Ewing. When people like you restore these structures and spaces, you preserve our heritage. Sometimes you fight sprawl, and always you make our communities more livable. Thank you all for your hard work. Again, I'm sorry I can't be with you today, but I welcome hearing your feedback on today's conference and other issues. Please report back to me. You can call or email me to let me know your thoughts. I know you'll have a productive discussion, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.